Greetings, everyone. Let me share my opinion on why Alicia Kim and Boo are divorced. Number one, he initiated that twice. And the reason why he did is because he realized the relationship was not going to work out. And so what did he do? He divorced her, thinking that she'll be sent back home. She'll be deported. When you see her in that clip crying, that was real. That was genuine. Because guess what? She also did not want to go back home. And who would? After you've gone into this relationship with somebody and assuming that maybe someone that you didn't really love like that, and you try to give it a go, and the person didn't give you a chance to prove to him that you're worthy of that stay, it backfired. And both, if you want to speak the truth, you know this is the truth. You thought that if you divorced her quickly, then it would show that it was not a legitimate marriage. Whether you did that because you felt like, okay, the cracks were showing and, this girl doesn't really feel about me the way I thought she did. You felt like I am going to be proactive and I'm going to put this to an end. But it didn't work out. Right? Just like many relationships, it's always taking a risk, getting involved with somebody, hoping for the best, and then it doesn't really work out. And so there's often a lot of resentment. We see people throwing out the word romance scam, and I'm not saying it is right, but I'm just saying Jamaicans are big hypocrites when they come up with this kind of argument, because I'd say 90% of them encourage their friends, their family members to go and straighten out their self. And they're not telling them to go find love and be dedicated and loyal to the love. They're saying, get your papers any means necessary. This is why I'm not joining this holy war against Alicia Kim. She gets spanked when it's necessary. But I'm not going to spank her for this one. Okay? The bitter Bettys are the ones who didn't know how to move on and to let go. And the angry birds are the ones who controlled everything in the relationship. And when the woman finally wakes up, they're angry. I hope this is not the case with Boo. He has the opportunity now to create a platform where men can come and discuss their feelings, share their experience, talk about these things, the do's and the don'ts, and how to learn from their own mistakes. I honestly believe they're going to be okay. I really think they're going to reconcile. They're going to have their friendship, because that was real. There was a genuine chemistry between the two, and a friendship that I think can be fixed, with time, of course. With time. You don't just get to enter into that type of relationship with somebody and just all of a sudden it just dies out and it's just pure resentment and no changes. Trust me, they're going to talk. They're going to sit on that platform and they're going to have a discussion in time. This is why we're sharing our stories out here and we're all having a fun time, and put that in quotation, making these videos. But at the end of the day, two persons' life, is involved with this. And it is sad and unfortunate in some respects. But it's not too late for them to reconcile and become at least friends. And we shouldn't encourage them to become enemies or remain as enemies. Because listen, no life is lost. Feelings are hurt, of course. But it is what it is. It happens. And if anything, Boo can look at it to say, you know what, I helped somebody change their life. And Alicia Kim can look at it and say, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm going to hold my tongue. I'm not going to say too much because this man helped to change my life. Some people want happiness for their life. Some people choose peace. Some people may do things that you might consider selfish, but listen, We all have our path to walk, and we have to do what is best for us. And some people know when life throws them a lemon to turn it into lemonade. So even though the situation might have been painful, they don't stay there. They grab the opportunities that come out of that experience. I want you to understand that. So, with all the things that happened to me in my life as a young girl, I could have just surrendered. But what it did is propel me. Not everyone who's going through a hard time in life is going to come out all the time boo-hooing in front of the world and then staying there. They might show that vulnerability, that moment of weakness, and then they carry on. And I think this is where a lot of persons are very confused about the young lady. Again, I'm not saying she's perfect. I'm not saying that she didn't capitalize on her gains. I'm not saying the gentleman is a horrible person and has no goodness about him. Seems like a fine gentleman. It seems okay to be a friend, to be a companion in terms of, friendship. But history, when written with honesty and integrity, never really lies. And so you have to take a look and say to yourself, if I were to interview the people of her past or the people of his past, what stories would be common? What themes would be common? The relationship that she's now in is not her forever relationship, because it has its ups and downs, its peaks, its valleys. If we enter into the truth spiritually, we know that's not her husband to be. If she listens to this video, I'm telling you, if you marry that person, you'll be divorced again. That's not your husband. That's not your forever one. For now, your husband comes from a different culture, a different race. That forever one. But this relationship was meant to be because it produced the fruit of your womb. Focus on that. And let us stay out here. I don't know you. We only know what you show us. And the gentleman is going to be fine. He's lived over 70 years and 10. He's done something right. He's still here with us in the land of the living. And he will be just fine. Okay, ladies? Bitter Betties and all these angry bobs or angry birds will eventually find some other story to harp on, like I'm doing right now. What I encourage them to do is just get out of the house, go and explore, go into nature, go manifest some things, go dream big. That's what I'm doing in this video. Yeah, I don't settle. Only the best is good enough for me. Big, better, best. And I walk towards it. I don't spend my days and time with mediocre mindset. No. Stay blessed, everyone.